Aunni with Afro-American Newspaper, talking to
Yes.
Frank Ski. Welcome back to DC.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Are you excited?
Extremely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Explain.
Well, this for me is kind of a dream come true. I started radio in Washington while in college at the age of 18, and I remember listening to HUR and saying, like, one day, I'm going to have a voice and a show good enough to be on
Okay.
WHUR. And
Here we
I'm
are.
here.
Here we are. And so you've done a life of radio in Washington, Baltimore, Atlanta.
Yeah.
You have fans all over the world.
It's interesting. We do. And that is part of why I'm here, because I believe that if I can interpret what I do well enough on this radio station, this company has the ability to expand it. They have a television station, they have 6 XM stations, and they have a general manager that believes in, massiveness of what we do. And I think I'd like to just be like the first American jock to be syndicated around the world.
That's my next question.
Yeah.
Syndication.
Yeah.
What would you do?
As far as for the syndication, I think
being here at WHUR.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
I think that one, it presents a great opportunity because I left the morning show.
Okay.
That was my
Right.
thing for so long, doing the mornings. And the mornings they're filled right now. You've got Tom Joyner, you got Steve Harvey, you got Ricky Smiley, you got
Right.
Yolanda Adams, you got several other jobs.
Airing in major markets.
In major markets.
Everywhere.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I think that this gives me an opportunity, being an afternoon drive, to build my show and to build my audience. And if we're back in the mornings one day, we're back. If we're not, we're in afternoons. And the interesting thing about it is that Arbitron has now said that the largest listening audience is now in the afternoons, not in the mornings anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why we're in the afternoon.
I listened to you in Baltimore. I used to live in Baltimore
Okay.
County.
Okay. All right.
I'm aware. I know who you are.
Okay.
That's awesome. So will they make it so that listeners from Atlanta, Baltimore, everywhere else will be able to just tune in?
Yes, they will.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's in the plans. But right now, I have one goal, and that is to win Washington.
Win Washington.
That's it.
And you're up against no one but yourself, yes?
Well,
Like
you know
your
what?
best
Right now,
competition.
I never look at other people in radio or radio stations as competition. I think
Okay.
we all have a lane, and I think everybody kind of like goes in their lane.
Right.
And I think that what we have to offer is going to make our lane the most listened to.
What is that unique piece? Because that's what I'm going to ask you next is,
Right.
what are you bringing this different, and what are the surprises planned? I want to know.
Well, I think that one of the things that major syndicated shows bring is celebrities. But through my relationships all these years, I have the same celebrity friends. Today, we'll be talking to Stevie Wonder. I just got off the phone with Stevie Wonder. So we can get anybody from Stevie Wonder to Jay-Z to Denzel, pick up the phone and call them. And that's what we bring to this game. So it's not just the syndicated shows that you're going to hear the major celebrities on. You're going to hear them daily on my show, whenever it's relevant.
Okay.
News and information, which is the most important thing to African Americans. We have that covered better than any of the other shows that are on. We
Okay.
have personal relationships with so many people. It's interesting that, matter of fact, my old news person in Baltimore that I brought up with me, April Ryan, is the White House correspondent that sits in the second row of the presidential press conferences. You'll see her. And
Amazing.
April, I don't even want to give all the secrets, but anything that happens, especially in
You're
Washington,
connected. You're in
we're
it.
very well connected. And, so the news and information piece we have great relationships with all the TV stations as well. The inspirational side, I'm a very spiritual person. And I think one of the things that will help solve the woes of the black community is to get back into our spiritual side of things, which a lot of people have left.